Have you ever thought about how interesting bananas truly are? Like, they say bananas actually have the DNA of a human. But if you really think about it, it's like, where's the legs? Because there's obviously no legs, because if there were legs, they would not fit inside of the peanut butter jar. And that is actually a diabolical plan by the peanut butter lords. So, yeah, like, if you're honestly wondering what the equation would be, technically, if it was spherically an anomaly, then you would be watching Raymond Thoughts and Mine. And if you're watching Raymond Thoughts and Mine, then you're a spaz. So, basically, you have to enter it in a spherical sense. Because if you think about if you go inside of a cylinder, you can only really see 3 dimensions. But when you go inside of a cylinder, you're actually inside of 5 dimensions, because there are 2 inside. I mean, there's 3 inside, and then plus there's 2 on the outside of the cylinder. So you're actually in a hexagonal paradox, which is actually how you enter the 6th dimension. And yeah, Raymond Thoughts and Mine would actually never know about this, because it's incredibly Jungian. It's in a very Jungian sense. And if you know anything about Jungian sense, then you're disqualified from ever figuring anything about the 6th dimension and the 7th dimension. There actually is no 8th dimension, though, because that's a whole nother thing. But the 8th dimension is actually a forbidden place, and nobody can go there anymore. It's completely locked up. And yeah, it's actually really, really crazy. So yeah, like, I don't know, like, if you're just like wandering in space and stuff, you actually will realize that you are the space, and you actually can swim kind of like a fish, because you're kind of just like floating around, and you don't really realize it, but like, when you're swimming at an aerodynamic level, you're actually Raymond Thoughts and Mind, because he's kind of bald, and he swims really, really fast because of that. But actually, the ladies really love it. But that actually doesn't matter, because, like, I don't know, there's a lot of things down in the ocean that we actually have never seen before, and they're actually blocked off. We cannot access it. There's actually a barrier called the Ray Belt, and you can't get past that, because Raymond actually did all this bullshit that, like, he has this technology in his submarine. He actually does own a submarine, and he's actually not an incel, by the way. He actually gets a lot of women. He's doing this to actually confuse you, because he's doing all these things with the submarine, and it's actually really crazy. That's why he was singing "We All Live in a Yellow Submarine," and that's why he does not like the Beatles or anything like that. So yeah, that's really all I have to say.